Okay, for anyone who works out at the gym, we've got some news you need to know. We're talking about hygiene at the gym and how you can avoid commonly contracted skin infections. Here with some tips, Dr. Jennifer Rullan of the Dermatology Institute in Chula Vista. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
This is so timely because so many people, that's, New Year's resolutions, gyms are crowded.
Right.
But you broke it down into, what was it? Bacteria, viruses, what else?
And fungus.
And fungus.
Yes.
What are the basics that we need to know?
Well, you need to know that the gym is covered in bacteria. Don't be scared. The gym is good for you, but you need to kind of be aware so you don't catch things that are really common. They did a study in 4 gyms and they found 25 different types of bacteria growing on the equipment, the mats, the bars.
And that's not necessarily because people don't wipe them when they're done. It's just part of the landscape.
Because 1/3 of people, bacteria lives on your skin. So you walk in and you just contaminated it by touching it. So it could be clean 2 seconds ago and then you touched it and now it's contaminated.
Right.
So that's why even though you clean it all the time, there's still tons of bacteria and stuff.
Okay. What are the best things to do in order to avoid this?
Okay, so, well, the number one reason we catch infections is because of moisture. So gyms are very moist and a lot of people touch it, so that's why we catch things. To prevent, the number one tips I have here, these are just little reminders, but for example, if the seat you're going to sit on is covered in 10 bacteria, you want to have a barrier between you and that seat. So a towel is helpful.
Okay. Would like the workout towel you carry with you be helpful?
One you carry with you,
Even though
that's
you're
helpful.
wiping sweat off yourself with it?
True. I would have a separate one if you can.
Okay, good, fair enough.
Then you never want to go barefoot in a gym, ever, because you can catch warts. And even when you grab like a weight, the guy before you, if he grabbed it and he had a wart on his hand, and then you went and grabbed it, you could catch a plantar wart on your hand.
Is there any way, like, I like a lot of people who go to the gym, I notice a lot of guys anyway, when we get done, the first thing you do is go right in and get some hot water and soap, and the first thing you do is wash your hands before you even leave.
Beautiful.
Okay, good.
Beautiful. That's perfect.
That could help prevent catching warts.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So have your flip-flops in your gym bag. Another big thing is loose-fitting, moisture-absorbing clothing. So if you are leaving the gym and you don't shower after you leave, and your 30-minute drive home, or you go do an errand like we were talking about earlier.
Right. Don't wear a wet shirt.
Don't wear a wet shirt.
Or wet clothes.
Moisture feeds fungus.
Okay.
And so a lot of people get jock itch, athlete's foot. Women under their breasts can get a lot of fungal infections, and it's because the moisture just feeds it. And so the best tip I can say is stay dry. After you're done working out, do whatever you got to do to get dry as fast as possible. Even a towel, if you use the same towel and you don't dry it overnight and you shower the next day, you just could have passed the fungus onto your skin.
Right. Keeping things dry is very important.
Yeah. Also, like, let's just say you have a cut, you were shaving that morning and you got a little nick, and then you were on the mat, laying, working out, sweating. You could get a cellulitis on your face, an abscess, impetigo. Bacteria like staph and strep are really common infections at the gym. So I'd say cover it with a Band-Aid if you can.
Okay.
And then always wash your hands after, obviously.
Right. So if somebody, let's say somebody's gone to the gym and maybe they had to run an errand or do something that took a little longer than usual or than they thought to get home, you're wearing those wet, sweaty clothes. If they see something on their skin, what's the best thing to do right away?
That's a tough question to answer because if it's fungus, well, nothing you can do really right away. I mean, you want to be clean.
Right.
As soon as you can shower is the best. But the signs, let's just say the signs of infection. A wart, it's going to look like a little callus with little black dots. If you see that, you need to see a dermatologist.
Okay.
It's very contagious.
Okay, good to know.
If you see like a whitehead or a pimple and it starts to get red around it, that could be impetigo, or even MRSA could be starting, a really contagious staph infection. And so you'd want to see a dermatologist as well.
Sure.
Or, you could put a topical antibiotic over it.
So the main thrust of all this is stay dry.
Stay dry.
Regardless of anything, stay dry.
Stay dry,
That'll keep you safe and keep you from...
And then clean the equipment, obviously.
Yes.
Don't wear your same gym clothes every day.
Right.
Because I used to think if I don't sweat, it's still clean, but the clothes touch the dirty equipment.
Sure.
And so then you sweat the next day, you just caught it.
Keep washing your hands with hot water.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate the information. Well, some of you...